Is learning the English language your toughest challenge yet? Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials.
You look upset. What's wrong?
Nothing. It's just one of those days. Everyone at the office is sick and I'm getting blamed for work not being done.
Maybe you need a vacation or something, or maybe a bonus.
I'm sick of doing other people's job and getting blamed for not doing it right.
Why don't you talk to your boss about it? If you talk to him, he will surely understand.
I wish he could understand. You know what? If this goes on, I think I will get sick like everybody else.
Good morning. I'm Lu Yi, from China XYZ Company. We have an appointment with Mr. Thomas.
Welcome to ABC Company. We have been expecting you. Please have a seat. I will call him.
Thank you.
Mr. Thomas will be here very soon. In the meantime, may I ask all of you to sign in so that I can issue your passes?
Should each of us write separately?
Yes, please. Please print your name and company name, and the person you are going to see.
Hi. Is this the resume writing workshop?
Yes, this is the resume writing workshop. Welcome.
I really don't know that much about putting together a resume.
It's easy. Don't worry about it.
What's the most important part?
Well, the most important thing we need to do is make sure that our name and contact information are across the top.
What comes next?
You can either list your job experience next or your education. Whichever is the most impressive should be first.
Can I list my interests next?
Sure, that would be a good place for them.
Can you tell me how to apply for a job on the internet?
You just need to send an application.
Do I have to send one by email?
Yes, you are expected to know the email address of the company.
Could you tell me something about investment environment of your country?
Our country is a free trade nation. She was mainly agriculture and rather a backward country, and Mo has developed into a modern, highly industrialized state with an expanding economy. Parallel to this, her dependence upon foreign trade has increased. Increased output generates a greater need for raw materials, semi-finished products and capital goods. Thus, in many fields, our country is an important and growing market for exporters from other countries. But this doesn't mean that our country is an easy market, because of a liberal import policy and the high standard in our market is keen.
Well, what about price?
The price factor can be a useful instrument for exporters when trying to place their products in industrialized countries. Of course, marketing goods abroad is not only a question of price. There are also other important factors such as design, quality of goods, terms of sale, transport and insurance.
I have been very busy this year, working late, often taking work home and taking no vacation. I feel exhausted.
You should ask for a holiday and relax yourself for a little bit. You worked so hard.
You are right. For the past few weeks, I had no appetite and couldn't sleep well. What's worse, my back started aching this Monday. It is time for me to take a vacation. We are interested in your pure silk, but I'm wondering about the price. How much will you possibly offer us?
It's $120 per yard including a 5% discount.
That's much higher than I expected. Can you come down a bit?
But if you placed a larger order, we would increase the discount to 10%.
Supposing we agreed to your price, what payment terms could you offer us?
Maybe we would consider a longer credit period.
That would be nice. Let's call it a deal. How many languages can you speak?
Besides Chinese, I can speak English and French.
You mean you can read and write both of them?
No, I can only carry on a simple conversation in French.
Can you read and write English well?
I can speak the language better than I read and write.
Do you speak the language well enough to communicate with people of English-speaking countries?
I think so. I used to be an interpreter.
Do you think your English is good enough to do desk work?
The amount of English I know enables me to do general desk work. I believe what I know is sufficient to work in an American firm.
How much money do you expect in this position?
With my experience, I'd like to start at 3,000 rib per month.
Well, it is a little more than we had planned.
I think you will find I am worth it.
What's your major weak point?
I haven't been involved in international business, so I don't have any experience.
What are your greatest strength?
Honest, hardworking and responsible.
Does your present employer know you are looking for another job?
No, I haven't discussed my career plan with my present employer, but I am sure he will understand.
The operation in the lab is radioactive and dangerous, so work with care. Have you got ear muffs and gloves?
Do I have to wear ear muffs and gloves? I am not used to working with them on.
Yes, you have to. It is a safety rule of the company. You could not only lose your job but your hearing if you don't.
Okay, I'll go and get a pair of them.
Could you give me an expense report? I would like to attach the invoices for my phone bill this season.
Here you are. Do you need glue?
That is very kind of you. I'm just running out of glue.
You're welcome.
How is your computer skill?
My familiarity to computer is great, and I use computer frequently in my daily life and work.
What kind of software can you use skillfully?
I am competent in using Word, Excel, Windows and other commonly used softwares.
What companies are stockholders in this company, do you know?
Yes, the main stockholder is International Business Machines Corporation, namely, IBM for short.
What section would you like to work in if you enter this company?
I wish to work in the planning department.
What type of work will you expect to do at first?
I expect to operate computers.
What are your plans for the future?
I wish to move up to higher positions with acquisition of more experience in the future.
How long does it take to get here from your home?
It's a 20-minute bus ride.
How long do you think that we can depend on your working here?
I'll work here as long as you expect me to.
You are single now, but what will you do when you get married?
I've thought about that a lot. I know that many women take a job, planning to make a career of it, and then they change their mind. But I am hoping to make it my lifetime work. So if I get married, I will find some ways that I can continue my work.
Do you think you will want to continue working here even after you've had a child?
I think so.
What ideas do you have if we employ you?
Ever since I was a young girl, I've been clever with my hands. I've always enjoyed doing detailed work. If I could use that ability to make your products a little better and to benefit the company, I would be happy.
Do you have any particular conditions that you would like the company to take into consideration?
No, nothing in particular.
If you are employed by us, how are you going to do your part of the work?
I'll first get further information about our goals, ways, counterparts and management, etc. Then I'll make my plan. And then I'll go with all my effort to see it is realized.
If you fail to do your work well, what are you going to do?
I'll report it honestly. I'll give a correct analysis. I may quit the job, and pay compensation. But I have my way to judge whether I fail.
What do you think if you do not have much spare time on this job?
People are supposed to work hard within regular work time, especially when it is an important work that is highly paid for. I don't mind work over spare time if it is paid for.
What are your expectations from working on this job?
Getting more experience with a widely known company like yours. Using my speciality in marketing and management. And getting advancement in salary and position. Show my enterprise, confidence and character in passing.
If you were choosing a person for this job, what kind of individual would you select?
I would select the individual that has the most qualifications among all the applicants. He doesn't have to be the person if we have to fill the vacancy. But he has to be the best, even if we have to pay him higher.
If we do not employ you, what are you going to do?
I will feel it is a pity. But I will not feel so bad. I will go for other interviews until I am employed satisfactorily. Hopefully before I find another position, you will call me back.
How long has the company been in business?
For over 40 years. The original company Davies Engineering was founded in 1960 by the Davies brothers in a small workshop near Manchester. They closed down the workshop in 1980 and opened up a new factory in Leeds.
When did it become Cabs?
In 1997 when it was bought by a German company. They set up 2 more business in the UK.
What does Cabs stand for?
International Air Braking Systems.
This position requires a high level of English ability. How is your spoken and written English?
I have learned English for 10 years, and I have passed college English test level 4 and 6.
What other foreign languages do you speak?
I have taught myself Japanese in college, and I can carry on simple conversations in Japanese.
Anything else?
I have a driver's license, and 2 years of driving experience.
What special skills do you have?
I am very familiar with Windows operating system.
Have you got any special training in programming?
No, but I have taken elective courses in computer in college.
Do you have a good psychological resilience?
I think I can work well under pressure.
Hello, this is Peter Dixon from NES News Radio. May I speak to Mr. Wilson, please?
Yes, speaking.
Good morning, Mr. Wilson. I'm calling to confirm the date of the next interview program.
Hold on a minute, please. I'll have my assistant check that part. Hello, this is Catherine from Thompson Company. Can I speak to Mr. Wong?
Sorry, he is in the middle of something. Can I take a message?
Yes. Please tell him that he is expected to have an interview with the CEO of ABC Company tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock.
Could you please speak in a louder voice? There may be something wrong with your receiver.
Okay. I will repeat what I said loudly.
Hi, Helen. How is it going?
I'm very busy these days. It seems I can never finish my work.
Well, take it easy. Don't let it get on top of you.
I'll try. I'm under a lot of pressure right now.
Why don't you take a few days off?
I can't. I am really behind of my work.
Is learning the English language your toughest challenge yet? Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials.